Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's discussion. My name is Bukola. I'll be interviewing one of our leader in this facility. She's Priscilla Ndubuzo. She's a registered nurse and a resident care coordinator at South Street 2 community at Parkridge Center here in Saskatoon. Since I have worked here, I have the opportunity to observe leadership skills firsthand, and she plays a key leadership role in coordinating resident care and supporting staff in this neighborhood. The focus of my interview today is on conflict resolution and workplace violence. As we all know, is one of the critical issues in nursing practice and leadership, which affects the staff safety, the teamwork, and ultimately patients and residents' care. So I have the privilege to learn from Priscilla's perspective of as a leader on the strategies to addressing workplace violence and conflict resolution. Thank you, Priscilla, for agreeing with me to speak with you today, and I welcome you to this section.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, Priscilla, could you start by telling us about yourself briefly, your background as a nurse, and your leadership role here in this neighborhood?
Thank you. I'm a registered nurse and a midwife from Lagos State College of Nursing. I graduated in 1986 from Lagos State College of Nursing, and I relocated to Canada in 2003, where I work at Selkirk Mental Health in Manitoba briefly before relocating to Saskatoon. After I relocated to Saskatoon, I work for an agency called Nightingale Nursing Group, and after a year, got a job at Parkridge Center, and I work in a behavioral neighborhood on Southridge, in Southridge 1. I graduated also from Athabasca University with Bachelor's of Nursing, and I teach part-time with University of Saskatchewan. I do clinical nursing for both foundations and acute care students. So working in the Parkridge Center, really taught me what it means to know that violence can actually happen with everyone. Just like we're taught in path, anyone is capable of violence, and conflict, of course, is inevitable. So it's something that we see all the time, and we have strategies for addressing such an issue for the smooth running of for the neighborhood.
Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, Priscilla, as a resident care coordinator, can you share a time when you successfully resolved a workplace conflict or managed a violent incident between staff or between staff and residents or their families? How did you handle it?
Well, one thing that is very paramount in how we resolve conflict is communication. Communication is the key, and you need to have a listening skill to listen to people, adopt open-mindedness, objectivity, and listening to other people's perspective. Even though we have our standard how we resolve conflict and things like that, but at the same time you need to have a good listening skill, maintain an open mind and objectivity so you can see from other people's perspective. And with communication, it's almost easy. to walk through all conflicts, because everything communicated and looking at situation, you can always, like share other people's perspective and try to resolve whatever issue that is underlining to the conflict or violence that may have occurred.
That sounds great. That's a good strategy. Oh, moving to the next question. Are there organizational policies or procedures here that help guide how workplace violence or aggression is addressed? Do you find them effective in practice?
Yes, there are several policies that have been written, for us to follow when it comes to conflict and violence in this organization, long-term care Package Center, and we have, some learning package, developed for staff. That comes in different forms. We have, violence in the workplace, professional assault response training. We have gentle persuasion and different forms of learning modules, which has been drawn and policy written just to inform everyone how to behave and how to follow the issue of conflict and violence.
Thank you so much for that insightful contribution. Oh, Priscilla, if I may ask, how do you support staff who may feel threatened, unsafe, or emotionally affected by workplace conflicts or violence, most especially the new staffs?
Yeah, how you do that is make your team to feel supported. Yeah,
Great.
it is my job to support each staff or anyone that is affected with the conflict of violence, and just to make sure that they are heard, they are listened to, and they are heard in whatever may have happened, and listening to them and making them to feel supported in that situation is the key thing with me. They need to uh, be supported in whatever issue they're going through, and that I believe will make them feel strong enough no matter what may have happened.
Exactly. Hmm. Thank you so much. What leadership skills do you think are most important for preventing and managing workplace conflict and violence?
Um, Again, I revert back to the communication skill. You need a strong communication skill, and you need to know the policy and the procedure of your organization regarding every situation and every incident. You follow the procedure and communicate. Communication, you can't over communicate, because maintaining openness and objectivity seems to be the best approach to addressing conflict in an organization. And as a leader, you should have that, and you should be bold and be strong and not be afraid to do that.
Good, that sounds good. Oh, finally, what advice would you give to future nurses leaders like myself and my colleague when it comes to conflict resolution and preventing workplace violence?
I'll say be bold and be strong, and don't be afraid to follow through with the procedure that your organization have and your policies. Make sure you're working with that, and flexibility on your own part with great communication and a listening skill will really help you to navigate, like the corridor of conflict and violence in every situation you find yourself.
Thank you so much, Priscilla, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences. I have learned a lot from our discussion, especially about the importance of communication, supporting your team, the the importance of teamwork, and as a leader, being a proactive leader in addressing workplace
And listening
conflicts
to
and
your
violence.
listening to you
Oh,
and
this has
supporting
been
them.
an excellent learning opportunity for me and my colleagues. I say once again, thank you for coming,
Thank,
and we say bye for now.
yeah, thank you for having me.